Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video in the SQL Server quick question series. So if you are new to this channel, I highly recommend you to watch all the videos in the SQL Server playlist so you can understand this series better. So today we are going to see a random question in SQL Server interviews. So let us get into the question we have today. So we have a sales transaction table which contains the transaction data for each day, and we are going to write a T-SQL query to find the customers who had the greatest total transaction amount over any 3 consecutive days, and we are going to write a query to fetch the highest total transaction amount over 3 consecutive days. So first we have a sales transaction table. Out of that we need to identify the total sales amount for 3 consecutive days, and out of that we are going to filter out which customer has the highest transaction amount. So from the table available, we are going to calculate the result set as in the right hand side. We are going to display the customer ID along with the maximum total that has been transacted for the consecutive 3 days. So let us get into the SSMS and try to solve this. So here I have connected inside my SSMS. I am currently under the employees DB. I have the table creation and the insert statements. So let us create this table first. So I have created the table. Let me insert the sample values inside the table. So let us select this customer transaction first. So in this transaction table we have the transaction ID, the customer ID and the transaction date along with the transaction amount for the particular day. So we are going to calculate the result set. First let us calculate the sum of the transactions for the 3 consecutive days. So from this selection I need the customer ID, along with this I need the transaction date, and we are going to calculate the sum of the transaction amount. And we are going to use the window function to calculate the sum of the transaction for the 3 consecutive days. So we can provide the over condition. I'm going to partition the value based on the customer ID, partition by the customer ID. So we can group the value for each customer, and I'm going to order the value based on the transaction date, order by the transaction date. So now let me select this. So here you can see we have the sum of the total for each customers based on the transaction date, but here for the third customer you can see we have 4 days available, but we have the calculation for all the days. So we need only for the 3 consecutive days. So for this 4th day it will be the sum of the 2nd, 3rd and 4th day. So we can use the precedence in SQL Server to achieve this. So we can use, I need to select the rows from between the preceding value we need to provide. I need to select 2 preceding values, and along with this I need the current row. So this will gives me the sum of the transaction amount for the consecutive 3 days. So let me take this as 3 days total. Now let me execute this. Now here you can see we got the 4th day transaction amount is the sum of the 2nd, 3rd and 4th day. So we have the sum of the transaction for the particular date. So let me find out the maximum amount from this. Let us take this inside a subquery or a CTE. Let me provide CTE with the name sum of transaction amount, and let me provide as. So from this CTE I am going to select the values. So out of this I need the customer ID. Along with this customer ID I need the maximum of the sales amount. We have calculated the sum of the amount for 3 consecutive days. Out of this I need only the maximum amount and take this as total sales or maximum total. Let me execute this. So we have calculated the aggregation. So let me provide the group by condition. I am going to group the value based on the customer ID. So now we got the customer ID and the maximum total, which is the total of the 3 consecutive days, and we have find out the maximum value from those things. And out of this we need only the maximum. So now let me execute this. So here we have grouped the based on the customer ID, and we have calculated the maximum total of 3 consecutive days. So from this we need only the topmost maximum value. So I can again take this into another subquery. Let me take this as max total value and provide us an open bracket and a close bracket. From this I am going to select the values from the max total values of CTE, and out of this I need only the customer ID and the maximum total. Customer ID and the maximum total. And let me provide the filter condition there. I need only the customer ID who have the maximum total, which is equal to the maximum value of the max total in this CTE from this CTE. So let me provide this in a subquery. So now let us execute this. So here we got the customer ID and the maximum total who have the transaction amount greater for the 3 consecutive days. So let me break down the query. So first we have calculated the transaction amount for the 3 consecutive days with the help of window function. So we have calculated the rolling up transaction amount for the 3 consecutive days with the help of the precedence. So we have taken the value of rows between 2 preceding and the current row. So by this we have calculated the sum of the values, and from this CTE we have calculated the maximum value with the help of max function, and we have included another subquery to get the topmost value of the transaction amount. So I hope this will be helpful for you. Please watch all the videos in the SQL Server playlist. Please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.